The event tonight kind of recreates a spirit, if it's recreatable at all, which I'm not sure it can be, but at least it's kind of a look back in time to a time in Dallas when we had a group of commercial photographers, art historians that all came together. We would meet at the Stoneleigh P and have these quasi-intellectual arguments about what is art, what is photography, where is photography going, how the whole thing fits together.
The problem was in the beginning that artists lived in a very competitive world. We lived in a world where we went to competitive shows. We had to compete against each other. Shows that would be 300 or 400 entries, 1,000 entries. And all we wanted to do was get recognition through the museum system. So what happened was photographers didn't have that experience. They didn't have the venue. They didn't have that opportunity. But they were doing incredibly creative work.
We were fortunate enough to find a place to exhibit our work. George Goodenow had this house, this little bitty frame house, right across the street from Fair Park.
Thanks to Don Snyder, who had the opportunity to buy 2 kegs of beer, he paid for the beer, curated the show, brought the photographers in.
And every third Sunday, all the photographers and artists would hang their own work there, and we would have an opening. It would ferment so many new ideas, things that Dallas had never seen.
Sign up and show your work, and people from all walks of life, non-artists, people that didn't think of themselves as artists or photographers, all the way to professionals who were commercial photographers, showed their work there.
We were fortunate enough to have a great art critic, Janet Kuttner, to write art criticism about what was going on. And it brought that whole movement to the forefront. And eventually this third Sunday morphed into the Allen Street Gallery, which went on for many, many, many years. People like George Goodenow, Don Scholl, Gary Bishop, myself, Phil Hollenbeck, Don Snyder, Moses Almos, and so many others that were on the cutting edge of art and photography in the 70s.